students, in this video lecture we'll discuss about Cauchy's residue theorem and some examples based on it. In my previous video lecture I have explained about the residues. So let's start with the statement of Cauchy's residue theorem. Let Fz be analytic inside and on a simple closed curve C except finite number of isolated singularities A1, A2, A3 up to An inside C. Let the residues of Fz at these singularities be R1, R2 up to Rn respectively. Then integral over C Fz dz is equal to 2 pi iota into R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to Rn. Okay, that means 2 pi iota multiplied by sum of all the residues for that function. Now let's see the proof. Let us surround each of the singular points A1, A2, A3 up to An by a small circle such that it encloses no other singular point, because these points are actually singularities are isolated singularities, so it is possible to draw such circle. Okay, so then these circles C1, C2 up to Cn together with C form a multiply connected region. So the region will be like this, it will be a multiply connected region. Okay, so to understand what is simply and multiply connected region, you can watch my video lecture on this topic. I'll give the link in the description box. Okay, so now we all know by Cauchy's theorem for multiply connected region we have integral over C Fz dz is equal to integral over C1 Fz dz plus integral over C2 Fz dz plus integral over C3 Fz dz up to integral over Cn Fz dz. Okay, and we call this equation as equation number 1. You can also watch my video on Cauchy's theorem for simply and multiply connected region. Now we know that the residue is actually the value of B1 or A minus 1 in Laurent series. So this is our Laurent series expansion. Fz is equal to summation of An z minus z0 to the power n is varying from 0 to infinite, plus summation of Bn z minus z0 to the power minus n is varying from 1 to infinite here. Okay, where the value of An is equal to 1 by 2 pi iota integral over C Fz divided by z minus z0 to the power n plus 1 dz, and the value of Bn, actually this Bn is nothing but A minus n. Okay, so this Bn is equal to 1 by 2 pi iota integral over C Fz divided by z minus z0 to the power minus n plus 1, but the value of n is 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. For the value of B1 we put n is equal to 1 in this value of Bn. Okay, so here we put n is equal to 1. In that case this minus 1 plus 1 will become 0. So z minus z0 to the power 0, that means 1. So finally we get B1 is equal to 1 by 2 pi iota integral over C Fz dz, which is the value of residue. Okay, at that particular singularity. Okay, so residue is 1 by 2 pi iota integral over C Fz dz. Now if we talk about the different singularities, okay, A1, A2, A3, then for those of singularities we will get 1 by 2 pi iota integral over Cj Fz dz is equal to Rj, where j is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n. Okay, Rj is the residue at the jth singularity. Then integral over Cj Fz dz is equal to 2 pi iota into Rj for different circles C1, C2, C3 up to Cn. Okay, So we put these values for different values of j. Okay, we put these values in the equation number 1. See, it was our equation number 1, which was obtained from Cauchy's theorem for multiply connected region. Okay, it was our equation number 1. So we put this value in this equation. Then we'll get integral over c f z dz is equal to 2 pi iota into r1 plus r2 plus r3 up to rn, which is actually our Cauchy's residue theorem. Okay, now we see some examples based on this Cauchy's theorem. Our first example is evaluate integral over c z minus 3 divided by z square plus twice of z plus 5 dz, where c is the circle. First case is mod of z is equal to 1. Second is mod of z plus 1 minus iota is equal to 2. And third is mod of z plus 1 plus iota is equal to 2. Okay, so the poles of this function fz, z minus 3 divided by z square plus 2z plus 5. Okay, it is given by z square plus twice of z plus 5 is equal to 0. So to find out the value of z, we use discriminant formula here. So we put the values in the discriminant formula, minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice of a. We all know that formula. So if we put the values in that formula, we'll get z is equal to minus plus minus twice of iota. Okay, so we'll get two values, minus 1 plus twice of iota and minus 1 minus twice of iota. Now we take all the three cases one by one. Our first case is for mod of z is equal to 1. So here the domain is actually a circle with the center at origin and the radius 1. Okay, so it is the circle with center at origin and radius 1. So the figure will be like this. Okay, now our our poles are, singularities are minus 1 plus twice of iota and minus 1 minus twice of iota. Okay, so this minus 1 is the real part and this 2 is the imaginary part. Okay, so the coordinates will be minus 1 2. Okay, so it is a real axis and it is a imaginary axis. So for the first singularity we will get minus 1 2, the point here, and for the second singularity, next singularity, minus 1 minus twice of iota. Here the real part is minus 1 and imaginary part is minus 2. Okay, so in that case we'll get the point somewhere here, minus 1 minus 2. So we see the both of the singularities lie outside this circle. Okay, that means the function is analytic inside and on this circle. Okay, so the points minus 1 plus minus twice of iota both lie outside the circle, thus the function is analytic inside and on the circle. Mod of z is equal to 1. Then by Cauchy's theorem we have integral over c f z dz is equal to 0. That means the value of this value of this integral over c z minus 3 divided by z square plus twice of z plus 5 dz is equal to 0 in this case. Okay, now we take the second case. In the second case, circle is mod of z plus 1 minus iota is equal to 2. Okay, which can be written as z minus minus 1 plus iota is equal to 2. Okay, so mod of z minus minus 1 plus iota is equal to 2. So here the center of circle is minus 1 plus iota. Okay, and the radius is 2. Again we see the real part is minus 1 and the imaginary part is 1. Okay, so the coordinate will be minus 1 1, the coordinate of center. Okay, so the circle will be like this. It is a real axis, x-axis, and it is an imaginary axis, that is y-axis. So this minus 1, 1. This will be center of the circle and the radius of circle is 2. Okay. Now we see, consider both of the singularities one by one. The first is minus 1 plus twice of iota. In this case, again the coordinates will be minus 1, 2. Real part is minus 1, imaginary part is 2. So it will lie somewhere here. Okay. And the next is minus 1 minus twice of iota. The coordinate will be minus 1 minus 2. So it will be, these are minus 1 and minus 2. It will be somewhere here. So we see the only singularity minus 1 plus twice of iota lies inside the circle. Okay. So therefore Fz is analytic within C except this pole minus 1 plus twice of iota. So we will consider only this point, this singularity. Okay. So residue at this point minus 1 plus twice of iota will be given by limit z tends to minus 1 plus twice of iota into z plus 1 minus twice of iota into Fz. Okay. We are applying the formula to find residue at the simple pole. Okay. I have explained it in my previous video lecture. I'll give the link in the description box. So limit z tends to minus 1 plus twice of iota will be z plus 1 minus twice of iota, the same thing, and we put the value of function here. Okay. And also we have factorized the denominator like this. So z plus 1 minus twice of iota and z plus 1 plus twice of iota. We have factorized the denominator into the roots. Then these two values will cut each other and we'll get limit z tends to minus 1 plus twice of iota, z minus 3, z plus 1 plus twice of iota. And when we apply the limit, we'll get the value minus 4 plus twice of iota divided by 4 iota. Okay. And on simplifying this, we'll get iota plus 1 by 2. Then by Cauchy's residue theorem, value of this integral over c z minus 3 divided by z square plus twice of z plus 5 dz is equal to twice 2 pi iota into residue. So 2 pi iota into the value of residue is iota plus half. After solving this, we'll get pi into iota minus 2. Okay. Now we see third case. The third case is it is a circle mod of z plus 1 plus iota is equal to 2, which can be written as mod of z minus 1 minus iota is equal to 2. Okay. So center of this circle is minus 1 minus iota and radius is 2. So real part is minus 1, imaginary part is also minus 1. So coordinate of circle will be minus 1 minus 1. So this will be the center of the circle and radius is 2. So we draw the circle will be like this. Okay. So in this case we see the first pole minus 1 plus 2 iota. It will lie outside the circle, but the second pole minus 1 minus twice of iota. Okay. This pole will lie inside the circle. Then we'll consider only this singularity, this pole. Okay. Therefore Fz, so the only pole z is equal to minus 1 minus twice of iota lies inside the circle. Therefore Fz is analytic within C except this pole. So residue at this point f minus 1 minus twice of iota is equal to limit z tends to minus 1 minus twice of iota. Again we are applying the formula to find out residue at simple pole. So limit z tends to minus 1 minus twice of iota into z plus 1 plus iota into Fz. Okay. We put the value of the function. Again we factorize the denominator, and these two values will cancel each other. We apply the limit and we'll get this value half minus iota. Okay. Then by Cauchy's residue theorem, integral over z minus 3 divided by z square plus 2z plus 5 dz is equal to 2 pi iota into residue, that means 2 pi iota into half minus iota, that means pi into 2 plus iota. So this will be the value of this integral. Okay. we take one more example here. A second example is evaluate integral over c ez divided by cos pi z dz, where c is a unit circle, mod of z is equal to 1. Okay, so our function is e to the power z divided by cos pi z. So this function will have simple poles at cos pi z is equal to 0. So pi z is equal to plus minus n pi by 2, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. So pi will cancel each other, and z is equal to plus minus n by 2. We are putting the values of 1 here, n here, 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. Then we'll get z is equal to plus minus half, plus minus 3 by 2, plus minus 5 by 2, and so on. And out of all these values, only this plus minus half, it will lie inside this circle, mod of z is equal to 1. Okay, whose center is at the origin and the radius is 1. So out of these, only the poles z is equal to half and z is equal to minus half lie inside the given circle. Okay, so residue at z is equal to half. Again the same formula to find out residue at simple pole. Limit z tends to 1 by 2 z minus 1 by 2 e to the power z divided by cos pi z. But in this case, when we apply the limit, we'll find this form 0 by 0, which is indeterminate form. Okay, so in this case we apply L'Hospital rule. What we do in L'Hospital rule, we differentiate the numerator and denominator separately, and then we apply the limit. Okay, so we apply the L'Hospital's rule here. We differentiate this numerator and denominator separately, and then we apply the limit. So we'll get e to the power z, this by differentiating this numerator we'll get e to the power z plus z minus half into e to the power z divided by minus pi sin pi by z by differentiating this denominator. Okay, and after applying limit we'll get e to the power half by minus pi. Right, now same for the second pole. So residue at this point z is equal to minus half, will get limit z tends to minus 1 by 2 z plus 1 by 2 into e to the power z divided by cos pi z. Again the same indeterminate form, and after applying the L'Hospital rule we'll get this value e to the power z plus half into e to the power z divided by minus pi sin pi z. And after applying this limit we'll get e to the power minus half divided by pi. Okay, now by Cauchy's residue theorem we have the value of this integral over c fz dz. That means the integral over c, the value of fz is here e to the power z by cos pi z here. So integral over c e to the power z cos pi z dz is equal to 2 pi iota multiplied by the sum of residues. Okay, so 2 pi iota into r1 plus r2. We put the values of r1 and r2 here. This pi will cancel this pi. Okay, and we simplify this function and write it in this form. So it will give you minus 4 iota into e to the power half plus e to the power minus half divided by 2. Okay, and this is the value of hyperbolic function of sine. Okay, sine h 1 by 2. So after simplifying this we'll get minus 4 iota sine h 1 by 2. Okay, so this minus 4i sine h 1 by 2 is our answer, which is the value of the given integral, this integral. Okay, so I hope now it is this topic is very clear to you. Thank you.